Namaste, angels. This is the daily reading for today, July 22nd. Which of course is 7 plus 4, which equals 11. And I actually sat down to start this reading at 7:40 exactly, so that was interesting too. What else is interesting? The sun enters Leo today, officially. And it's also the feast day of Mary Magdalene. So at least we know historically this is a day of celebration for or in honor of the divine feminine. So maybe that's enough reason for us all to have a good day today. What else? Moon in Aries. So depending upon in which house it is for you, that may affect you in that way. For us Geminis, it is in our 11th house of groups, as far as I can remember. Yeah. I think it's positive. I also remember that. Favorable. Like harmonious, as they say. So interaction maybe with groups of people, even on social media and stuff, should be good. All right, we're going to start, guess with what? This is sort of funny too. With the year 1099 or 19 and the First Crusade. Godfrey of Bouillon is elected the first defender of the Holy Sepulchre of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. 1456, the Battle of Nandofervar, or Belgrade. That's what it now is. Hungarian army under Janos Hunyadi beats Sultan Murad II. 1515 or 66. The First Congress of Vienna settles issues between Poland and the Holy Roman Empire. It's the rise of the Habsburgs' influence. 1942, Warsaw Ghetto. Jews, 300,000, are sent to Treblinka extermination camp. 1963, another 19, Sarawak achieves independence from British colonial rule. And 2011, Norway is the victim of twin terror attacks. This is interesting. 2011 is 1111. So that's already a twin number. They experienced twin terror attacks. The first, a bomb that was a blast targeting government buildings in central Oslo. And the second, a massacre at a youth camp on the island of Utoya. That's interesting. Did you know Alexander Mackenzie reaches the Pacific Ocean, becoming the first Euro-American to complete a transcontinental crossing of Canada on this day in the year 1793? Famous birthdays: Louise Fletcher, Alex Trebek, Selena Gomez. Would you believe the crew of the Belgium RV Belgica see the first sunrise in 1600 hours? It's the first expedition to endure the Antarctic winter. Happened on this day in the year 1898. And I don't know why the sun hadn't risen in 1600 hours. That's kind of crazy. Something, I'm not really sure what that's supposed to mean. Anyway, moving on to famous weddings though. 1515, Anna of Bohemia, who was only 12. All right, 1515 is 66 or 12. She was also 12 when she married Karl van Ferdinand of Austria. Also 1515, Louis of Hungary, who was only 9, marries Maria of Bohemia and succession to Hungarian throne. 1850, composer Stephen Foster, 24, weds Jane Denny McDowell at Trinity Episcopal Church in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That was kind of like a tongue twister. So, these Bohemia girls, they must have been sisters or something. And their parents married them off on the same day. Because again, both the year 1515, Anna of Bohemia and then Maria of Bohemia. Famous divorces: 1940, Jacqueline Kennedy's parents, John Vernew, or Black Jack Bouvier III, and Janet, in parenthesis, they have Norton Lee, I guess that was her maiden name, they divorce. Also in 2010, the Princess Bride actress, Robin Wright, 44, divorces actor-director Sean Penn, 49, due to irreconcilable differences after 14 years of marriage. Famous deaths: John Dillinger, Mackenzie King, and Estelle Getty. Estelle Getty was an actress. She was American, famous for The Golden Girls and The Golden Palace. She was born on July 25th, 77, in the year 1923 in New York City, New York, USA, and was a Leo. She died on July 22nd in 2008 at the age of 84 of Lewy body disease. Lewu, Lewy body disease. Estelle Getty was, of course, the mother, Sophia, on The Golden Girls. Mackenzie King was fully named William Lyon Mackenzie King, the Lion King. And he was the 10th Prime Minister of Canada. He was also Canadian. He served as the 10th Prime Minister of Canada from 1921 to 1930, and then again from 1935 to 1948. He was born on December 17th in the year 1874, 9/11 or 11. December 17th also equals 29, another 11. So he was born on 11/11 in Berlin, Ontario, Canada, and was a Sagittarius. He died on July 22nd in 1950 at the age of 75 of pneumonia. And lastly, John Dillinger was a gangster, American. He was also a bank robber during the Great Depression. His gang robbed 24 banks and 4 police stations, while Dillinger himself escaped from jail twice. That's like Joaquin El Chapo, always escaping from jail, and he just got sent yesterday. He was being held here in my neighborhood. I forgot to what state. It was like Ohio or something crazy like that. To prison for the rest of his life, supposedly. We'll see, right? He's famous for getting out of maximum security prisons. Anyway, he was born, John Dillinger was, on June 22nd, which is also a special day, and equals, it's the same thing as like June 13th, equals 10, but, could be a 19 if it was done right. And he was born in 1903, which is another 13. So that's funny, too. In Indianapolis, Indiana, USA, was a Cancer. He died on July 22nd in 1934. So he was born on June 22nd, died on July 22nd. He was killed by federal agents. Selena Gomez was a singer and an actress, American. She first appeared on a children's television program Barney and Friends before finding fame in Disney Channel series Wizards of Waverly Place, which ran from 2007 to 2012. During this period, she formed the band Selena Gomez and the Scene after signing a recording contract with Hollywood Records in 2008. She later continued her music career as a solo artist, releasing her debut solo album, Stardance, in 2013. In 2015, it was revealed that she'd been diagnosed with the autoimmune disease lupus. In 2017, she underwent a kidney transplant as a result of the lupus, and the kidney was donated by her friend, Francia Risa, which is very, very super compassionate and kind. She's known for her on and off again relationship with fellow singer Justin Bieber. It should be off now. He is now married, but I don't know. They got off and on in here. In 2018, she was the most followed person on Instagram in the world, with over 130 million, or 13, 4, 11, 11 million followers. She was born on July 22nd. In 1922, in Grand Prairie, Texas, USA, and is 26 years old. A monkey on the Chinese zodiac and a Cancer. Alex Trebek, or George Alexandra Trebek, actually, is the host of Jeopardy! And American and also Canadian, best known as the host of the syndicated game show Jeopardy!, a role he has had since 1984, which is another 13 of 4, 11, 11, by the way. He also hosted a number of other game shows, including The Wizard of Oz and To Tell the Truth. He was born on July 22nd in 1940 in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada, and is 78 years old, a dragon on the Chinese zodiac and a Cancer. Lastly, for today, Louise Fletcher, or Estelle Louise Fletcher, was an actress, American. She gained international prominence for her performance as Nurse Ratched in the 1975 feature film One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, for which she won the Academy Award for Best Actress. She was born on July 22nd in 1934 in Birmingham, Alabama, USA, and is 85 years old, a dog on the Chinese zodiac, and a Cancer. She was the last. Going to the dice, we're beginning with Cocktail, Massage, and Forget It. Spirit says yes. Buy shoes. And stay in bed. The cards beginning with this Five of Spring that's been churning up since last week quite a bit. Could be positive, could be about us, taking action, aggressively pursuing something, or it could be about some bullshit. Occasionally, you may experience clashes with others. If you decide that the matter is worth your energy, do what you can to minimize the conflict without sacrificing your goals or beliefs. Opening to the Nine of Summer. Excuse me. So this could definitely be positive for us. Something for which we wished, an opportunity. It's come up and now we got to go for it. Now's the time when your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude to God for all that you have and all that's still to come. This can also, they're telling me though, be about somebody that is jealous about the fact that things are happening positively for you. And that may be, from where the conflict comes. Nine of Summer. And Major Arcana card 6, the Lovers. True and long-lasting love finds its way into your life. Follow your heart with caring actions and choices. The Lovers represents the sign of Gemini. And opening to the Two of Winter, procrastination and worrying about what others will think is blocking you from making a decision. If you're torn between your own desires and someone else's, follow your inner guidance. Lovers and the Five of Winter. Your current path isn't leading you toward the happiest possible outcome, so why not change it? Always maintain integrity and compassion, but be alert to the hidden agendas of others. You can only control you, what you do. So that's on what you focus. And lastly, the Ten of Autumn. Contentment comes from knowing that your finances are secure and your family's material needs are taken care of. It's important to honor traditions and to have pride in your heritage and the accomplishments of your ancestors. Opposite the Lovers, that card can just be about feeling secure and happy and safe and loved and content, all that stuff. And coming to the Nine of Spring. You've worked hard and what you've created is impressive and worthy of protecting. Annoying challenges may pop up. That's that Five of Wands and that Five of Air, Winter. But don't worry. You'll get through them just as you have in the past. So that'll blow over. And you will persevere. Overall energy is the Seven of Winter. Caution will help you to avoid the loss of valuables, including non-material resources such as time or peace of mind. Be aware of the results of your actions as well as what others might be doing behind your back. So again, this could be a day where people are trying to mess with you, but you are on top. Maybe that is why they're trying to mess with you. They are mad. They are mad. It is a day about the divine feminine, right? As far back as Mary Magdalene. So that could be what this is about. Let's see. Masculine. First card, the Prince of Autumn. It's important to make a detailed plan before starting any new endeavor. Once you have that plan in place, then you can take immediate action and get as much accomplished as possible. The Prince of Autumn is trustworthy, dedicated, protective. I was just talking about feeling safe and content, right? He's protective and funny. Also a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. If he's a person. It can also be representative of material and or financial, gain. Slow but steady progress. Surrounded by the Queen of Spring, talented, brilliant, independent, and charming. Don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it. The Queen of Spring is talented, brilliant, independent, and charming. She is also a Leo. Remember, the sun enters Leo today. No more Cancer. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or someone likened to those traits or attributes, and could be who, helps to bring about this abundance because she's a go-getter, right? She's super confident and able. Masculine subconscious, the Two of Winter. Maybe he's considering something between these two, business venture, romantic something. Who knows? Could be anything. But he doesn't know how other people will feel about it. Procrastination and worrying about what others will think is blocking you from making a decision. If you're torn between your own desires and someone else's, follow your inner guidance. So right now, the masculine is at risk of what? Stealing his own joy, potentially. Because he's worried about what other people have going on or think about what he has going on. Feminine. Our first card is Major Arcana card 11, Strength, which does represent the sign of Leo. It's perfect for today. True strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. You have tremendous personal power and courage. So that is with which to face whatever comes our way today. If that Five of Wands is in fact bullshit, we'll be able to handle it. Feminine, surrounded by the King of Autumn. Compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and grounded. Everything's going to turn out great. Projects will be stunningly successful. Not just a little bit successful, stunningly. Exciting new career opportunities are possible. And money or resources that come your way will be invested wisely. The king, like the prince or knight, is a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Or someone likened to those traits or attributes, if it's an actual person. Can also be representative of all those things that were listed, like new jobs and just money coming in and us feeling like $1 million in general, Feminine subconscious. Ooh. Major Arcana card 3, the Empress. It's time to hop into action. Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success in your life. Major Arcana card 3, the Empress, represents the planet Venus, ruler of Taurus. Just thinking of this earth energy here. Libra and Gemini. She is about abundance. She's about the need to nurture oneself and others. She's about new opportunities that you also nurture, your baby, right? Your project, your job that you help to grow into something awesome by putting energy and effort into it. She's about creativity, come up with creative ways to bring about abundance. She's about fertility in the metaphorical and literal sense. Good time to work on becoming pregnant if you are interested in that. Crowning. Major Arcana card 2, the High Priestess. This is a time to pause and to reflect. Not to take action, because you're not ready, right? You gotta observe first and consider some stuff. Trust in your spiritual gifts, as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. Major Arcana card 2 also represents the sign of Gemini, or perhaps a water sign, but we've seen no water today. We've seen a lot of Gemini. We got the Empress here, that's a ruler of Gemini. We got the High Priestess. We had the Lovers. So something's up there. at the root. It could be, again, the start of a new relationship, perhaps with an earth sign, or with not a person, but like with a new job or something. A new relationship with money. It could be, you know, the strength to face like this new opportunity and just go for it. At the root, right, the foundation, this is from where we started. Right, we decided to keep going, and it's paying off. Major Arcana card, Nine of Spring. Obviously, that doesn't make sense. It is just the Nine of Spring. You've worked hard, and what you've created is impressive and worthy of protecting. Annoying challenges may pop up, but you'll get through them just as you have in the past. And lastly, at the heart of the matter, ooh, Major Arcana card 7, the Chariot, which represents the sign of Cancer. And look, it's crossing strength, which is Leo. It's like, bye, Cancer. Hi, Leo. You can successfully balance various or opposing energies at once through determination and focus. You've earned the rewards and recognition that you're receiving. So this is a card of victory. This is something, again, is paying off for you, maybe in a very literal sense, and money is coming in, or the equivalent of money is coming in. This can be about travel, transportation, you may have met somebody who like drives. Maybe they drive for a living. Maybe it's a valet. I don't know. Actually, I met a bus driver yesterday myself. That's interesting. But something like that. It could be something like that. I don't know from where that came. Somebody who drives. That's interesting. But there are 2 horses here driving, moving forward. Maybe you're getting your first car or something, or you're getting a car. Feminine. The King of Autumn sitting here next to the Chariot. Maybe you're going to be the someone who drives. Right? This new beginning for you. Maybe you've never had a license before. You're doing that. It's a new start. Don't be afraid. Four Major Arcana cards is actually a lot out of a reading of only 9 cards. A lot of very strong energy here. And very positive. It's not none of the negative ones. The High Priestess, which is it's your guidance. It's reminding you to pay attention to that divine information that's coming to you. It's leading you to victory and success. The Chariot. It's driving you right to it. And then the strength to tackle whatever, we say the strength to tackle or to face, but it's just like, because we could be afraid when we are furthered, right? When we get new opportunities, new positions at work, new job altogether, other new opportunities, maybe like I said, driving for the first time, first car, or, first car that you paid for yourself or something like that. That all can be scary, but try to bask in the success rather than focus on the fact that you've never done something before. And enjoy it. Because you deserve it, right? This is something you've earned with the Chariot. It didn't just come to you fly by night. Further advice to the masculine. He is afraid, probably because, again, he has this decision to make. 9 of Winter. Your worries and fears aren't real. They're fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives power to that of which you're afraid. Stop worrying. Let go of fear, and everything will be okay. Feminine for us. Still feeling, oh, woe is me. Focus upon the fact that God loves you and always has the highest of intentions for you. A positive outlook makes it easier to recover from life's little difficulties so that you can move onward and upward. I was just shown the 3 5s together, because remember we also had 2 5s prior, the 5 of Wands with which we started. and the Five of Swords, which showed up. And of course, the three fives together equal a 6, right? Equals 15, equals 6, equals love, or the lovers again. So this can be like worry about disappointment in love, or it can be a feeling of disappointment in love. But I think it could be a past one that's preventing you, potentially preventing you from experiencing something new, whether it's with the same person or not. Maybe that's what you need the strength for, to move on from that experience of disappointment, and or possibly whomever was attached to it, and move toward your new thing. Maybe a Taurus specifically. But we'll look. First we'll do the masculine and see, for the most part, or most of them, about what are they worried? What is this problem? Some sort of conflict with someone else, or they are conflicted. These swords, these winter cards, are all about like thoughts and communication and stuff like that. They may have had a poor communication with somebody, but it'll all work out. No worries, guys. We'll move on from that. And we could be, again, moving on from the person, because you guys have this Chariot here too. You could be moving on from the person, the situation, just the negative energy, the drama, period. You're moving on from it. The challenging times are coming to an end, and you can now breathe a sigh of relief. Let go of the past and embrace the happier times ahead. That could be what, the driving, somebody who drives means too. Like you're in the driver's seat, like, again, moving away from what had been a difficulty for you, whether you're the masculine or the feminine. And I will take one for us too, to see for us, for the most part, about what this feeling of woe is. Ooh, the Tower. It's about change, right? We're like fear of change. The Tower, major arcana card 16. It's called life experience, of course, in this deck. Important changes, like we just talked about, all these fives, they represent changes or change, are coming into your life that will require you to take action. So that can be about what we're afraid or concerned. Don't hesitate, however, to move with the Chariot in new directions that you know are right for you. So moving away from something that's not right for you, moving towards something that is right for you. Don't be afraid to do that, because you have all you need to do it. Speaking of all this Gemini stuff that keeps coming up, it may be a Gemini who is going through this. Maybe guided to move toward an earth sign or away from one. And either way, that could be scary. Or guided to move toward a job or something, or away from one. Or both. Guided to move towards some new opportunity in life, or away from one. Could have something to do I don't know, with the King, I got like older gentlemen, like maybe even somebody's father in a car. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, it could also have to do with the Queen of Winter. And if you're not an air sign, this can just be about cutting people and things off that no longer serve you and adding on new ones. Again, it's moving away from something, moving towards something. That's what the Queen of Winter is, like one of the things she's best at. Experience, self-sufficient, brilliant, and funny. Also a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. All of your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, to clear away situations that are no longer working for you, or to move away from them, and to disengage from people who create more drama than happiness, or perhaps more disappointment and woe than happiness. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the daily. I'll be back tomorrow. Namaste.